Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome you all to the second game here at AHN ground at Green Acres tonight. And Wolfpack will be playing Lolo Popo and Bas Raza Khan with the new ball as usual. Bowling the first delivery to Jahanzeb Gilani rather. He fired it in, and Sheikh Waleed Abdullah is the other opener with him. So there will be a right and left hand combination. Abbas bowling around the wicket to the left hand, and it's a good shot. Really loves that shot. That slog sweep comes out whenever a spinner is bowling to him. He's probably worked on it lately. He's been playing it well. He gets the connection and he gets 4 runs. So Abbas definitely experienced enough to be adjusting his line straight away. That is exactly what he does, and played with soft hands for a 1 inside the circle. It will bring Jahanzeb Gilani onto the strike. A good delivery, but Jahanzeb Gilani finds the connection. 1 bounce over the boundary rope for a boundary. So Abbas has conceded 2 boundaries in the first over, which is a power surge over. We have seen around 12 to 15 runs scored on an average in the first over in the CST10. This is a big shot. Will that be taken? It's a good catch. Good sliding catch, and the first wicket goes down. Jahanzeb playing 1 shot too many perhaps. Could have kept it along the ground while playing that shot, but wanted to give it elevation. Couldn't find the connection there. So the first wicket goes down for Wolfpack, and the second over will be bowled by Talha, who is the usual suspect when it comes to the new ball for teams being captained by Abbas Raza Khan. That is the level of trust that he has in him. One of the bowlers in the LMS circuit who can swing the ball both ways with the new ball. Has been working hard on his bouncer as well. Somebody who likes to work really hard in the nets, trying to correct those little things in his bowling. He's come a long way from when he resumed the game a few years ago. So he'll be bowling to Sheikh Waleed Abdullah. Good delivery. Was swinging in. Played off the pads. Will that be a 2 there, or will he lose his wicket? That was a bad collection there. Miscollection rather. Hisham. Hisham was a bit hesitant on the field there. Allah continues to Waleed Abdullah. Defensively played. Allah runs in again. Another good delivery, swinging in. And Waleed finding the connection there. So it will be Usman Aziz will be facing Talha. As he runs in, bowls a good delivery, and he's gotten rid of Usman Aziz. He was consistently trying to swing the ball into the batsman when it was Waleed, and this time he bowls an in-swinger to a right-hander, so that's what he can do with the ball. He's got good command on swing, and he swings it late, so the batsman have to be a bit careful when he has the new ball in hand. Can be a bit expensive sometimes. Just likes, probably tries too many things in the same over. But when he tries to keep hitting a consistent area on the wicket on every single delivery, then he can be a lot more lethal than he usually is. So Fahad Abdullah has walked in, so we've got a brothers duo now on the wicket, Fahad and Waleed. Chirpy character, Sheikh Fahad Abdullah. Likes to have a keen eye on the proceedings as far as the LMS games are concerned. Likes to put his views out there for the world. Somebody who can talk for hours about cricket. So Talha runs in and has a good shot, but has brilliantly been fielded by Abbas Raza Khan and almost got a direct hit. That's brilliant cricket by Abbas, but Talha wasn't backing up. Just gives away an extra run there. So 15 for 2 from 2 overs. Wolfpack still have a lot of good batsmen to come. They've got Tabriz Gilani playing for them as well tonight, so he'll definitely be a handful in these conditions, both with bat and ball. So it's going to be Ali Hamdani who will be bowling the third over for Lolo Popo. Lolo Popo put in a clinical win in the previous game, and they will definitely look to grab all of the points in this one as well, but they've got some good competition in Wolfpack. So again a floater from Ali Hamdani. Wants Waleed Abdullah to go after with that usual shot of his towards deep mid wicket. Another floated delivery and played towards the covers this time round. So Ali Hamdani using all of his experience there. We'll see how Fahad Abdullah plays Ali Hamdani here. That was one fired in. Will that be taken by Abbas? It just bounces in front. And the keeper could not collect that cleanly, and Fahad Abdullah manages to make his mark, which he shouldn't have. It was a good throw back towards the keeper by Abbas. But Adil Latif could not collect it cleanly. So Ali Hamdani will be bowling to Fahad Abdullah. A flighted delivery straight into the hands of Abbas Raza Khan this time. It doesn't drop too many. So Wolfpack have lost their third wicket here. They still have their main batsman yet to come in. They've obviously shuffled the batting order a little bit tonight. So it will be Umair Azam walking in for Wolfpack. Someone who has had the experience of playing at competitive levels. We saw in the Premier League as well. I was quite clinical with the bat and more than handy with the ball as well, with those gentle medium pace deliveries. So a utility cricketer, Umair Azam. I think he'll definitely look to go after the bowling, as it is such a format where you can't take too much of time. Ali Imdani will be bowling to Umair Azam. A flighted delivery, a big shot, and has he cleared the boundary? Yes, he has. Almost seemed as if he was just waiting for that sort of a delivery. So getting a 6 of the first delivery itself, and Bas Raza Khan has decided to bring in Hisham Asad. Another bowler who can actually control the innings in the middle overs to a certain extent. So Hisham Asad runs in and bowls to Waleed Abdullah. It was outside the off stump. Good delivery to start off the over with. Another good delivery, and yes, that will be given as a wide. Trying to stay too close to that wide line, which obviously belongs to the umpire. Trying to keep things tight in this over. He'll try to bowl as much as he possibly can at Sheikh Waleed. A good delivery, and he's hasn't found the connection. Otherwise, it probably would have gone to hand, where Abbas Raza Khan was fielding, and not a fielder you want to be hitting those high balls towards. So that will bring Umair Azam onto the strike. Was very strong through the covers. You'll have to see how Hisham operates to someone like Umair Azam. Good delivery, using the wicket on that occasion. I think it would be better if he looks to make use of some technical skills as far as bowling is concerned. Bowling to batsmen like Umair Azam, who are technically quite solid. They can play all around the ground. So Hisham continuing to Waleed Abdullah. That's a good shot, and he smashed it through the deep wicket boundary. Almost just smashed into the wall there. He probably did get whole of it. Very strong in that area, clearly. So Hisham running in again. This time bowls a wide yorker, and the umpire gives it a wide. So he's conceded 10 runs off his first over. Wolfpack are 34 for 3. So it will be Ali Raza who will be bowling to Umair Azam. Couldn't find the connection there. Umair Azam wanted to play it fine. That was a good throw back from Adil Latif, but so have they taken 4 runs there? Yes, it was a wide and 3 runs.
स्टोन फ्राई से बात कर जी ऑर्डर करनी है चीज़ें
So Ali Raza Khan bowling to Waleed Abdullah. Was it struck outside the line of leg stump? Probably so. Bowls a dot delivery after the previous one. Will he get 4 runs this time? Yes, he does. He's looking to play everything through the leg side.
और इसके अलावा कुछ भी फेवर करना है एक दिन पहले देखे गलिया चल की ग्राउंड में
So Ali Raza
सामने ग्रीन एकर्स में
will be bowling to Waleed Abdullah again.
हाउस नंबर में
Wolfpack 42 for 3, and
ग्रीन एकर्स
this time getting struck on a full toss. Was there any bat involved? Probably so.
उस दिन वैसे लोकेशन नहीं देखी थी ऐसे ही आ गए थे मैं आपको
Still has 2 deliveries to go. Good comeback
उसको पता है
after having bowled, conceded a boundary. And a 3 of a wide on the first
सोसाइटी के अंदर
go.
लसानी
Is that another wide? Yes, it is.
लसानी में
Finishing off with another wide. So
ठीक है विद मेल है
14 of the first over, Ali Raza. 48.
हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी
Right.
ठीक ओके भाई ओके
So 48 for 3 after 5 overs. Wolfpack. And Ali Hamdani coming back into the attack. He will be bowling to Umair Azam. Will definitely look to get the most out of this over. Ali Hamdani will be bowling around the wicket to Umair Azam. Good first delivery, played fine. Will Uzaidar be able to get to it? He gets 2 runs of it. This time he gets the connection and he's smashed it over the deep mid-wicket boundary for a big 6. Very strong off his back foot. Can work the ball around from his front foot as well. So Ali Hamdani will definitely need to be at the best of his abilities. Get through this over. This time another try. Will that be taken? And Taimur Ehtisham Anwar has dropped a sitter, I would say. Probably would have changed a huge part of the momentum that this game has. That's a crucial drop. Ali Hamdani had nearly gotten rid of Umair Azam after that huge 6, but the fielder not supporting the bowler on that occasion. Ali Hamdani will be bowling to Sheikh Waleed Abdullah. And how is that missed the off stump? A flighted delivery, and this time he played it towards the leg side. Neatly fielded by Ali Raza. So Ali Amdani finishing his spell with 19 for 1 wicket. He could have actually had 2 wickets there, and a very crucial one, second one of Umair Azam. You can't afford to drop batsmen like Umair Azam. So Abbas will be bowling to Sheikh Waleed Abdullah. Fires in a quick one down the leg side. So Waleed Abdullah has completed his 30 runs. So Tabriz Gilani is walking in. Somebody who can grab this game by the scruff of its neck, along with Umair Azam on the wicket. So this can be a destructive pair for Wolfpack, unless the experience of Abbas Raza Khan can do some wonders for Lolo Popo. Tabriz will definitely look to get going from the word go. He'll definitely look for that length, that flighted length where he can actually smash the ball straight down the ground or towards long on. That's a good ball from Abbas Raza Khan first up. A Yorker fired in. So we've got two very capable batsmen, Umair Azam and Tabriz Gilani on the wicket. Good delivery from Abbas Raza Khan, gets the outside edge. Will that ball get to the fence? No. Uzair Dar, the fielder there, keeps it down to 2. Abbas will definitely try his hardest to not give any freebies away. Another good delivery and played towards the covers by Umair Azam. Not getting that length from Abbas. Abbas will be bowling to Tabriz Gilani. Fired in into the pads, wanted to sweep that fine, couldn't find the connection. Will he get a second run there? And again, a failure to collect by the bowler. We've seen that quite a lot tonight. Probably the wet conditions. The batsman was still nowhere near the crease, even if Abbas Raza Khan would have had gotten hold of the ball there. As a big shot, will he clear the fence there? Another drop. Again, not being able to hold on to the ball. I think it's probably gotten something to do with the mindset as well. If the fielder is going to keep thinking about the fact that it's a wet ball, it will get difficult to hold on to the ball. So another drop, crucial drop. Wolfpack are 66 for 3. And we are into the 8th over. Hisham Asad has been brought into the attack. He will definitely need to support his captain here. Try to contain the runs as much as he possibly can because they're not getting a lot of support from the fielders. How costly would that drop be? That was a starts off with a good delivery. Hisham Asad try to keep it outside off. Ball kept a touch low. 66 for 3. So Hisham bowling to Tabriz Gilani. It's a good shot through the covers and it'll be 4 runs.
वाइड तो नहीं किया आपने 6 है आपको एक वाइड किया ना
So conceding a boundary of the second ball. 70 for 3 now, Wolfpack. That's a good delivery, very good delivery by Hisham Asad. Will he give away 2 runs there? They will not take the chance against the arm of Ali Raza Khan, who can fire those balls in from the boundary. So Sham will be bowling to Umair Azam. Bowls it short, 1 bounce and well fielded by Ali Raza. Again, not letting the ball cross him there. The only fielder who seems as if he's doing well. Otherwise, we've seen some sloppy fielding. It's a good delivery from Hisham Asad. So 72 for 3 and we still have 2 more overs to bowl. Master Raza Khan will definitely would want that his bowlers show up and concede the fewest that they possibly can of their 2 overs. It's going to be Ali Raza Khan first. Be bowling the penultimate over. He will be bowling to Umair Azam. If he can somehow elude that strong area where Umair Azam can actually hit him through the mid-wicket area, it'll be great. He bowls a full toss and he's been smashed out the park. A no ball and a 6. I wonder if the bowler is going to put it down to the wet conditions again. So Umair Azam, after being given a life, he's completed his 30 runs. He will walk out as a not out batsman. Saad Salman is the new man in. Somebody who can work the ball around and can hit the odd long ball as well. Ali Raza Khan will continue after having bowled a very loose first delivery. It will be a free hit as well. So not a good start to the over. A much better first delivery. Will that be taken this time? Will that be 2? No, the throw does not get to the bowler in time. Again, some sloppy fielding. Two runs given away. This time has been played fine. Will that get to the boundary? Yes, it will. So Ali Raza conceding quite a few in the penultimate over. Maybe he wasn't the choice that Abbas Raza Khan should have gone with, but maybe he did not have a lot of options. So they're off to 85 for 3 and we're into the 9th over. Bas Raza Khan would not want to see that elusive 100 plus runs on the board figure. Good delivery this time around. Ali Hamdani, the fielder, clean pickup and throw, keeping it out to just one, and there will be overthrows there. Again an overthrow. So 3 runs given there. 88. Still needs to bowl 2 overs to get through this over. Ali Raza. That's a good shot. Has been smashed over the covers for a 6. Still one delivery to go for Ali Raza. A better delivery this time round. Well, better in the sense that bowled it away from the batsman. Then the batsman was never looking to hit it through the covers. Tabriz Gilani is a lot strong towards the long on area and even deep down the ground over the bowler's head. So it's going to be Talha to bowl the last over. He was sloppy in the field and he will definitely need to make up for it with the ball in hand. He will be bowling to Saad Salman, who will definitely look for anything loose. He runs in for the first delivery. He's gone after it. Will he get 4 runs for it? Ali Raza, the fielder. Good throw. But 2 runs of the first delivery. So Wolfpack getting to 96 after having lost 3 wickets. Slow ball played up in the air. Will that be taken by Abbas Raza Khan? Yes, it is. Good catch and a good throwback towards the non-striker's end. So they've lost the 4th wicket there. Good change of pace. Lolo Popo will definitely try desperately hard to keep the score under 100, while 1 or 2 good hits can take Wolfpack to well above 100 runs. Certainly seems like if 100 is probably the par score for tonight, considering the conditions. It's a wet outfield as well, and ball is coming onto the bat nicely rather. Good attempt of a Yorker, but that's been squirted towards the offside. 4 runs. Square of the wicket into the offside. Got the connection that he was looking for. Became a low full toss. A good delivery though, but good connection found by the batsman on that occasion. So they have reached the 100 mark. Still 2 deliveries to go this over. Another good shot and another boundary. So 2 boundaries conceded. So will he be able to keep the home run away, or will the batsman find the connection there? He's gotten rid of the batsman on that occasion. Bowled it into the stumps, so that's a wicket. So the Wolfpack have finished off with 104 for 5, and it will be a good chase if it happens by Lolo Popo, because they will have to face some very competent bowling from the Wolfpack team. And do join us on the other side of the innings break. Assalamu alaikum everyone. We welcome you back to the second innings of the game between Lolo Popo and Wolfpack. Wolfpack have managed to put onto the board 104 runs, and Lolo Popo will have to make 105 to win this game. Jazib Gilani has taken the new ball for Wolfpack, and we welcome Mr. Usman Ali. It's a big shot from Ali Hamdani. Has he found the gap? Yes, he has. Will it reach the boundary? He will get two off the first delivery. Welcome to the Combox, Usman. And firstly, I would like to ask you, should have been a lot lesser though, but with some sloppy fielding, they managed to get to 100.
Thank you, Hamza. Well, yes, but I feel like Wolfpack team is playing a rather overpowered side tonight. Judging by the team I see in front of me for a 4-star game, they're pretty much star-studded. To be honest, that's a good boundary by Hamdani Bhai. A little bit on the pads, but well played, well managed. And it's a very tough ask bowling the power surge over. The first over of every match is a mandatory power surge over. And I'm surprised that we have a game tonight because it rained heavily in Lahore yesterday. That's a beautiful shot straight to the commentators. One bounce, and my fellow friend managed to receive the ball. That's a very, very beautiful shot. So kudos to the ground staff at Green Acres who managed to provide us with a few games tonight. Very surprising, but very glad.
Well, who better to talk to about a power surge over than Mr. Usman Ali himself, who was also known as the king of the surge. Will that be taken? There is a chance, and a good catch from Saad Salman. Will there be a double play there? And Taimur Ihtisham Anwar just managing to reach the crease there. It was a close call, Usman.
Very close call. I'm surprised the owner forgot about the double play maybe or something. I never expected Timmy to attempt a steal, to be very honest. I feel like he's more suited to power hitting rather than being that cheeky guy who steals those twos. But the shot was on, but unfortunately I think got the toe of the bat. Good catch in the end, of course, because we see a lot of dew in the ground as well. I'm assuming it's because of the rain, so it makes the job a lot more difficult for the fielders to actually grab that ball. But that's I'd say that a decent start by Lolo Popo. Of course, you have to capitalize on the power surge, but ultimately, Bella, it's 10 runs and over, so you have to be smart about it. You have to keep those wickets in hands, and I think as far as the power surge goes. The fact that people lose wickets is because they want to pelt the ball out of the ground for sixes. If you played smartly, like for example Abbas Bhai did when I bowled to him yesterday, he did not, overhit the ball. He was looking for boundaries more often. So he managed to hit 4 fours, which gives you ultimately 16. That's the purpose of a power surge, right? So ultimately it's about being smart and batting wise, but otherwise, I think, if you're a bowler, you have a very good chance of it. You see, once again, there was a power surge over and Abbas Bhai did not try to hit it in the air. And this would have been a 4 any day. That must have hurt. Or it will hurt in the morning. That would have been a 4 any day if, the ground was okay.
For sure. I mean, that's what I was mentioning earlier as well. With the conditions on hand, I think it might just become a bit of a challenge, even though it seemed that chasing was getting easier. But with the wet outfield, the ball not travelling as it's supposed to on the field, so they might just have to go towards some elevated shots there, and if they can actually manage to find the gaps on those, and that would help Lolo Popo a great deal.
So second over now. That's a very well managed cut shot by Timmy, to say politely. Was trying to belt it over somewhere in middle, in between of long on and mid wicket. Managed 4 runs nonetheless. I agree. The chasing might have seemed a good idea, but of course it'll get tougher to hit that wet ball as well. You have to capitalize as long as the ball is a little bit in a better condition. But I personally feel like being mentally prepared for the next game as well. I feel like the par score should be somewhere around 80 to 85 now, because the ball is going to run away for fours. Again, that's a good ball. Hint of outswing there. The length was good. Temur maybe wasn't expecting that, but he's been good touch. Of course, he can hit you for sixes. If it's his day. I've seen him hit Shayan Anwar in Khayabane Amin. That's another healthy cut shot. And lazy elegance from the chief operating officer, Mr. Hamdani. So dealing in boundaries, Lolo Popo here. And I'm being joined by Mr. Hamdani. Got unlucky, Mr. Hamdani. The shot was on, and I personally felt like I almost got away with that as well. That's straight up in the air for the keeper. Should have been, that's an easy catch. Well caught.
So Uzair Dar walks into the middle. Uzair Dar hasn't been in the best of forms lately. He's struggling for runs. This is a pressure situation. 10 over game can very easily slip away.
Well, slightly shy of runs, I agree,
No,
but
exactly. Slightly, I think it's been what?
well, I'm trying to instill some confidence in him. He's my opener for the next game as well, so I'm hoping that he plays like the number at the back of his shirt, for Chris Gale.
He has huge potential. I mean, we've all seen him smash the ball around, and if he gets going today, we could see an early finish. But the first 2-3 balls are going to be critical. Oh, very well played.
Well, it's arriving critical ball number 1. My most recent vivid memories of his a good knock from Dar Saab is in this very ground against unfortunately my very own strikers. He literally took the game apart with that 40ish that he did, scoring in his favourite area, moving right across to off stump and then targeting that mid wicket boundary for sixes. So you never know. A good day from Dar Saab can definitely put you in a commanding position here.
Well, yes, for sure. I think so. After 2 overs, it's 21 for 2. Now we do have the firepower with Ali Raza and Adil to come. Oh, this, I think this was going down leg, but I think Dar had his heart in his mouth for a bit.
Well, fortune favors the brave, or I don't know, not the brave as well. It just depends on your luck, I guess. But this will be an interesting battle because I'm sure Abbas Bhai will look to try to take the challenge on. He's been in good touch as well. Was just nudged sort of towards mid wicket. Did not hit it completely. Hit the bottom of the bat. Scored a very beautiful 29 of 11 against his own team part 2 yesterday, smashing me for 5 fours, so that hurt. But luckily, he managed to sort of get his bat stuck in the wicket, and I got my slight sort of a revenge there as well. So decent start here.
यार डिटोल है दिखा क्या हो गया दिखा.
Okay, and that's hit well. That's hit very well. I think if I ask Abbas Bhai, this one might be his favorite ground. He's cost LMS so many balls in this ground, hitting it outside, and it's harder to retrieve it from Green Acres being a residential area. Must be a nuisance for the houses nearby as well. So Jahanzeb Gilani has to adjust his line. Straying down the pads, not a good idea to Abbas Bhai. This time on the offside. Tough task for the fielder. Well done by, I think it's Fahad there. Took it on the bounce. That's a good stop. Because it skids due to the dew in the outfield as well. So that was a very well judged. Saved 3 runs for sure.
It's actually very hard to bowl to Abbas because he's very strong square off the wicket on either side.
Absolutely, I agree. I think the only thing you can do is bowl within the stumps and just pray for the best. Because anything outside off, he'll slash you in an area where you do not even dream to keep a fielder. He opens the face at the last minute and hits you in an orthodox sort of a angle. See, this one lucky of course, but might just race away again. And it does. So the wagon wheel is behind the wicket at the moment for Lolo Popo, but it's working nonetheless. As the score moves on to 35 in 3.1. That's well on target.
Yes, I think Abbas will be critical in this chase. I think he needs to get to 30 as soon as possible, and then I think Ali Raza would come in. Abbas advances down the wicket and throws it out of the park for a huge 6.
See, that's the thing. Anything outside off stump, this area is very off for you as a bowler. All you have to do is keep that ball in those 3 stumps line. You cannot give him any room, and you cannot stray down the leg side as well. I know that gives you a very little margin for error, but that's how it is when you're bowling to a very good hitter. This one would be a wide, I'm very sure. Again, a little hint of swing there. That's a good sign for the bowler, but he needs to get his line adjusted. He should start maybe middle and off stump if he has to swing with that intent. But it's the 4th over now with the dew in place. I do not see much hope for swing this time. Just going down the track. I think he hurt his hand yesterday, and I think the after effects of that are still with him. Tried to stop a Naqvi heave on the mid-wicket side during the power surge over. That's well bowled, but well dug out as well for single. Any predictions for the next ball to Zaidar, Mr. Ramdani?
I think he's going to advance down the wicket and or try something cheeky. Either give himself. Oh, he didn't do either of that. Slashed it down to third man for a single. So Zaidar is 3 or 4 deliveries. I think he's well set in now. Yeah, as far as T10 is concerned, and as far as his recent track record is concerned, I mean, Zaidar facing 4 deliveries is an achievement in itself.
Someone is praising Zaidar a lot, but I'm sure he'll give him something real to praise soon, inshallah. Although we're supposed to be unbiased as commentators, of course, but I think almost everyone has played for Lolo Popo somewhere in their career. So in our hearts, we have to support this team as well. So Fahad Sheikh to Zaidar. That's well placed. A boundary of Dani Bhai. I think you should take the mic now.
Forged many careers.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a bad ball. And I just don't understand how can you stray down leg side with this pace. But this is going to be an interesting battle. Sheikhu versus Zaidar. Sheikhu has a very, very special relationship with Lolo Popo. The matches against Sheikhu's team generally are nail biters, and we are assuming that this is also going to go down to the wire.
So I think Zaidar is going to try to do something similar again. He's going to move across the off stump. As he does, here you go. And he lost his balance there. He looked towards hitting that towards mid wicket, but it was bowled well outside off stump by Fahad, so that he saw that coming as well, I'm pretty sure, and he managed that in the end. So good delivery. And coming to Dani Bhai's point, I mean, you should also be surprised when spinners bowl a no ball. I mean, that's really something that should be avoided, to be honest. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, it's tough for the bowlers. He's trying to keep that ball dry. And he's bowling to Bashaza. That's a good slash. Should find the gap. It does find the gap. It's very hard to feel there. And
the gap between the legs.
Between the legs, yeah.
This should have been stopped, and makes sense that Sheikh was really upset. But again, giving Abbas room outside off stump is not a very wise idea. We'll also include Mr. Bela now in our conversation. He's had his Shami Anda.
Well, it was a zinger, just to correct you, Dani Bhai, but
That's what you have been told all your life. You've been calling it Shami Anda zinger, which is fine. I mean,
well, everyone doesn't they? But well, yeah, I mean, we've got a bit of a partnership going on in the middle now. Abbas and Uzair Dar trying to put in the hard hours for their team on this field full of dew tonight. As Usman mentioned earlier as well, we had some heavy rainfall yesterday, so a huge round of applause for the ground staff here, having made it possible for us to witness some sort of cricket tonight, and helping us not lose out any days of the T10.
I think the super stopper played a very important role.
Oh yes, the super stopper sponsored by Scotch Brite. So we'll probably see Ali Raza and Hisham to come in next. The next two batsmen. Both can hit the long ball and will need to take some sort of responsibility. But we need to see a good innings from Uzair Dar here, Usman. If we have to see Lolo Popo getting over the line.
Well, see, now that's where he likes to hit, so he's getting there, and no, not a 4. tough task for the poor fielder there. He's under scrutiny here. He's already lost his team 3 runs over there, and I think for 5 overs 55 they were on target, so I think Zedar can take another few balls. It's fine as long as he's still there. And that's very, very slow left arm action. And almost skid through again. You better put your best fielders on that side here tonight. Again, we saw Zedar standing right in front of the wicket keeper. He left all 3 stumps. Reminded me of what Steve Smith did to Shane Watson. Steve Smith did to Wahab Riaz. That's well played. Why was the fielder 2/3 of the boundary, inside the circle? Yeah, he was in a very weird position to take that one. Again, he's smartly bowling this over. Well bowled, but that's going down leg for sure. He's telling the bowler to hurry on now.
Well, that is a gesture we get to see from the umpire so very often. If it's like 50-50 on the leg stump, maybe even clipping, they just like shrug you off, sort of, if you're a bowler and appealing. So we've gotten very used to it now. And Zadar getting a lot of connection, good connection there, playing it straight down the ground, managing to find a boundary for the first time in this T10. So the first boundary by Zadar, is that the first of many, Mr. Ali Imdani?
We all hope so. We love to see him when he's on song. Very, very good batsman. But it's been, I don't know, about 12-15 months now that he's going through a rough patch. So we really, really hope that today is his day. I think the tactics now is to take the pace off the ball and just asking the batsman to put in all the effort. The outfit is really slow, it is really wet, and it is really slow. So any grounded shots are not yielding the required benefits. So I think aerial is the only option as Abbas goes to extra cover again, his strong area. And a great effort in the field by Waleed. Unbelievable.
Well, Abbas bringing the fielder down onto his knees on that occasion. It is that slow an outfield, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, it's almost as if fielders asking for mercy from the ball to stop on their knees. What a shot from Zadar.
Please, I want to see him applaud this one. That was a good
Amdani, please, your words.
As I mentioned, Zadar on song is a sight to see, and I'm just hoping that I'm just hoping that today is his day. Seems like it. So a quick fire 30 here will just not only help his team but help his confidence as well, as he's middling the ball well now.
Lucky to be alive in his era.
Lucky to witness this. I mean, It's the fact that we're in the commentary box witnessing Zahid Dar coming back into form.
It's a wonderful sport. So I think Fahad is like really wants to try it somehow. And I see Lolo Popo in the driver's seat here. They really just have to take it home now. Bad delivery again, very wide. Well left by Zedar. I thought he would bludgeon one another boundary here towards his extra cover region. Decided to let it go, save his energy for the next one. And that will be 3. Yes, absolutely. So Fahad overcompensating on this occasion. Not happy with himself. Again, Dani bhai, how it is it controlled to get that line going. That's a great shot. That would be tough to stop for sure. Zedar on song, getting 8 of 2.
As I've been saying, Zahid Dar is the key to this chase. A batsman in form. And I think about 2 runs to Abbas getting to his 30. So Lolo Popo has the firepower with Ali Raza and Hisham to come in. Also Adil, and then the tail starts with Talabela.
Well, he certainly played like someone who can't bat today. Equally sloppy in the field. He's a bit of a mercurial character, which we have so many of in Lolo Popo. Like for instance, Taimur Ihtisham Anwar. I mean, he just turned out to be a different individual altogether tonight. After 2 golden ducks on 2 consecutive nights, I think he's just smashing the ball all around the park. Hamdani, you were there with him in the middle. Will that be taken? He's played it in the air, and Fahad Abdullah Sheikh has Uzair Dar made the crease there. That is brilliant running by Uzair Dar. Even though a bit frustrating for the bowling side. Even the bowling side can't believe that he's made it.
So Abbas gets to his 30 in between the chaos. Sheikhu clearly upset because the umpire did not give the run out. I think he was home. Although the debate is whether his bat was grounded or not, but I think he was easily home. It was a weak throw away from the stumps. Took the bowler some time to get the ball to the stumps. So I think he was safe. I'm assuming he was safely in. But Sheikhu clearly seems upset.
I wonder why.
I think he's embarrassed also. The way he slipped in front of the camera and then gave away 3 runs, and he's trying to, take his frustration out on the umpire. He slips again, but recovers well. I think Sheikhu, rather than showing aggression to the umpire, needs to invest in his shoes.
Well, definitely. I mean, he's... and Uzair Dar has skied that one. Will that be taken by Tabriz? And easily taken by him while the lights go off for Uzair Dar to leave the field. What a timing. Not good timing by the batsman though, but good timing by the lights. But overall, he's gotten his 29.
No, I think he played a fabulous innings. Timed the ball really well, and we can now say that he's back in form. What do you think, Mr. Billa?
Well, certainly. After the first 2 games that he's had, the first 3 rather games that he's had in the T10, he was almost thinking of leaving the season in the middle, but we brought him back tonight.
That is what Lolo Popo does.
वो कह रहे हैं ज़्यादा थी,
खत्म हो गया मैच।
थोड़ी कम कर दें। नहीं है, 2 ओवर पड़े हैं।
कितना चाहिए?
So while the lights come back on, they still need 24 runs of 12 balls. So we will definitely need to see a boundary of these last 2 overs of this over, Usman.
Thank you, Bella. That's absolutely. I thought run a ball would do it, but we need some boundaries, please, as Hamza Bella requested.
Still can't understand why Sheikh was so angry. I think he's embarrassed because he slipped.
स्माइल तो कर दे। देख के भाग के जा। डबली कॉल है। आउट हो गया।
Right in the schnoz. Well, those have to hurt when you're a bowler trying to collect a ball on the square in wet conditions. They can definitely hurt a lot, Alimdani.
No, that will hurt. That will hurt, and I mean, especially when he gets up in the morning, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt for the next couple of days. What a shot! Straight down, gun barrel straight. Shehu should have stopped that, but he was just too slow to react.
I think he's still not come out of that embarrassment, having fell with his feet up on his back. Reminded me of a certain scene from the Home Alone movie. It gave away 3 where he actually should have given only 1.
ये तो रुकता था.
So they will turn their attention towards an experienced campaigner like Umair Azam, who will have to bowl a tight over here. And again the lights fluctuating, so reminding us of the crisis around us these days, Hamdani bhai. So cricket is the way to keep yourself busy. Will there be 2 runs this time around? This time a good return from the boundary, keeping it down to 1. A good first delivery from Umair Azam, targeting the pads there. He will definitely test the technical ability of both batsmen here. Umair Azam, somebody who's very experienced. A good delivery, a thick outside edge. Will he get 4 runs here? Yes, he does. So Hisham definitely producing the goods here, something which was expected of him at this stage of the innings. He's a good finisher on occasion, Salim Dani.
Yes, that is how we have groomed him in Lolo Popo. He's our go-to batsman when the match needs to be finished. He's a good reader of the game, understands the game really well. And then he has the big shots in the arsenal as well. But this is going to be a very important over. If Umair Azam finishes this well, there's going to be pressure in the last over.
So a loose full toss, and Ali Raza should have put it away, but does not find the connection there. That has been given as a no ball. How much will that hurt Wolfpack? We will get to see on the next delivery. Probably trying a slow ball from the back of the hand. Couldn't execute it in the wet conditions. Runs in again. Bowls in a good Yorker. Only giving away a 1. So a good end to the over, perhaps, if he can obviously get away with this delivery as well. Ali Raza will be facing the last delivery from Umair Azam. Hope he will find the connection that he could not on the no ball. Good Yorker once again. So a very good over at the end, Ali Imdani.
Yes, I think he's finished it well. The equation now stands 8 runs of the last over, and it's going to be interesting as to who will bowl the last over. So Tabrez Gilani is coming in. He's the most experienced campaigner.
What length do you reckon he'll go for?
I think it has to be full Yorker length, stump to stump, because I mean those wide outside off stump Yorkers is not a very good option in LMS because they're just 3 fielders, so any edge just fly down to third man. So I think it has to be full length, wicket to wicket. And Tabrez is definitely capable of defending 8 runs in the last over.
Yes, definitely, and these two are more than capable of finishing it for Lolo Popo as well.
But we'll go down to the last ball.
For sure. I think some fielding lapses from Lolo Popo has dragged the game to this point of time, and things have gotten interesting now, Ali Imdani.
Yes. And with the home run option, with 12 runs on the last ball, I think Lolo Popo should feel comfortable with this equation.
I think they probably shouldn't take it to the home run, firstly, because somebody like Tabrez Gilani is more than capable of defending this total, so they'll have to play very sensibly to tick the 8 runs rather, and not try to smash them unless they get the ball to do that. So it'll be a good test of nerves for people with both bat and ball. Tabrez Gilani running in, balls, a full toss, and has been dropped. How much will that drop hurt Wolfpack? Probably the wet conditions once again coming into play, and it is difficult to hold on to those catches tonight. We've seen in the Lolo Popo innings as well, he started off with a full toss. Good Yorker to follow it up.
6 of 3.
So we've come down to 6 runs of 3 balls, and we will definitely need to see a special shot here, because the Tabrez Gilani will definitely drag it towards that point.
Yeah.
Well, Ali Raza did get the first ball for it, but has he played it into the gap? And that goes through Jazzy Gilani for a boundary. Should have stopped that. He's brought it down to 2 of 2. Sarcastically being clapped by Tabrez Gilani. So a catch dropped and then could not stop the boundary on that occasion, and it has brought it down to 2 of 2. So Tabrez running in again, and defensively played by Ali Raza. Will he get 2 runs there?
It's going to be very interesting now. One
of the last ball, Ali Hamdani.
So what happens if it's a draw?
If it's a draw, I think. 1 point each.
Really? So you don't know the rules?
I don't think there is a super over in the T10.
That's pathetic.
Yeah, I think they should have sat down and
There
decided
is a
to.
super over. You just don't know the rules.
Okay, there is a super over. Please excuse my ignorance regarding that matter, but I've worked very hard to make my way up the ladder.
So 1 run off the last ball, the field is in. So what do you think? What's happening?
I think if he connects it, then they might just get a 1. It is a wide. Is it a wide? No, it brushed the pads.
Beautiful.
And oh, it is a wide. So Tabriz trying to yoke Hisham there. Drifted down the leg side. A very good game.
And I mean, just to conclude this, I think it's Shekhu's captaincy which has cost them the game.
So Lolo Popo getting a crucial win on the board. And what a game we've had.
Come on!
Well, with disciplinary issues, you shouldn't be allowed to do that, Abbas bhai, but okay.
टेबल टॉप कर लिया हमने
So, thank you for joining us. Hope you had a great time watching this game, and we hope to see you in the next one.